which
Still happening. Still happening. Frenzies.
For FUT, it is literally
Everyone's buying the frenzies at the moment.
That's it.
Do you think the win rate's pretty good?
Quite high for this matchup. We've seen it many times, as we said. We've seen it more this year than any year before, but it's always gone to BBL. This year, this roster, taking it to new levels. Let's see if they can continue.
Oh, Frenzy's pretty good when that happens, but...
Zeus is the one to take down
Dude, I think he can run and gun with that more, no? Get out of the navy, boy. Double Frenzy goes over towards Heaven and then they just split over towards B through Market. 1B main. Nice. Prax has to somehow kill one. Yeah, that should be it, though.
Just full sprint behind him has made this a fairly favorable pistol round. CNED has been in some decent form recently playing the Omen. I didn't have high expectations when the league began, but he's definitely made it look good. Mr. Fallen alongside him, but now already being spotted. The reveal from Yumpy will help him out. And
this is a great play from Yumpy on this.
Not really many angles left.
Dude, where are the bullets going? I mean, it's just a little above him.
Fairly clean round for BBL.
Was just a little above him the whole time.
A 1-0 start, only one player.
I thought he was going to readjust and put it down, but this didn't happen.
But as we'll often see, it's not about finding the kill in that position, it's the space, and it was left wide open for Profek. He finds himself a double, lands them, that sight control, and from there, it's a nice round, and it's got Yumpy getting loud down on the stage already.
Okay, allowed 2 deaths. That's attack pause, though.
Magnum was putting on Twitter that he wanted to see if they could outshout Yetaja.
Every Friday at the moment, when it's like EMEA into Americas, I swear we always get tech pauses.
It's brutal. They want to take everything they've got and more.
Quite taxing on the vocal cords to even attempt that kind of feat, and well, we'll see how that progresses. Certainly, if they keep getting rounds, they might be the louder down on that stage.
Yeah.
A 1-0 start, the attack side of BBL. And I think you're talking about BBL in general this year is looking like a far better team than we've ever seen before. They've been close to playoffs in the past, but this is a roster that we can see, that we have seen perform on the international scene. And when it comes to looking at champions, I think now I would be pretty confident that if we send them
no more red lights now, they don't want to do it.
We can rely on them to do some damage at a minimum to those other international teams. And I'm not
That's
sure I would have
actually
said
very
that
true,
at any point throughout previous iterations of the roster. As individually promising as they were, here we just
did you miss the tech pause? Yeah, just in time, mate.
Yeah, boy, you even just look back to them playing at EWC and taking maps and matches versus the likes of DRX Sentinels. Like, these are a solid roster, which I think if
losing Meteor was a lot, man.
So they've
like, that's what it always comes down to.
This group stage has looked a little different because it has been tight all the way through. Like, coming down to the last couple of weeks for pretty much every single team within the group, even mates who've gone out in that last place, it felt like they could have had 3 wins on the board. So it's an early tech pause.
A fan favorite.
Now, I do believe that this happened before when we saw that ridiculous Ascent map that went for.
Have any idea how BBL got in contact with Yumpy?
Maybe this is a time.
I mean, they just needed an IGL, and I think they would just tried it. Asked him if he would be down for it.
Crazy matches.
You guys get me every time. We see that red go up, and it's the "Let's go tech pause" chant. And honestly, it rivals, if not beats, some of the team chants I've heard out there. I think we're pushing the limits here in the MEA. Liquid. I hate to say it.
What was the vision for CNED for Atta?
It's literally the same chant.
It's not great.
Put him on Omen, give him an op, I think.
You just like it because it goes red. That's the only difference.
I like the color scheme. What can I say?
Feels like that was the plan.
We're getting a zoom in of who's felt water this time.
It's not the same though. I believe that we will win. I believe that we can win.
Oh, I thought you just meant let's go.
Kind of makes sense. This doesn't op that much.
That's a classic.
I would have thought that was weird if that was.
No, but there's some workshopping to be done on the other one.
I believe that we will win. That's a very American chant. I'm not a fan.
Keep it across the pond.
I like, yeah, keep it over there. Come up with some of the more, like the Premier League style chants, but we'll have to censor about 99% of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've been to one game, and I don't think I can replicate anything that I heard there. But
no, probably not.
The energy was great.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll say
Good
that.
energy. Just censor them, you know? just every word, almost. Oh,
surely we're done.
But
come on, guys.
Hopefully, you can see the ready checks already being made, so we should be getting back into things quickly. Now, I want to touch on what was said.
Just late to the arena. That's actually for him.
This one because you look at Sunset. It was a close loss to GX and a
VIP.
solid victory versus mates. for the side of FUT, and then a solid victory versus Mates and a close
So
defeat versus Heretics for BBL.
takes the hit on this one. He was going to have a gun,
like,
but
although this is a choice, and as we'll see with the set
sure
as well,
Perfect wanted
a lot
one.
of these maps feel like middle grounds.
Camera spot's only the one though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Ascend if we can get even a fraction of what we had, not the last time, but the one before.
I don't know if
Walter block and create pressure over towards middle, especially with the smoke hit.
To see that down on the stage, but for now we're back into things, and as BBL won the pistol,
Dude, this timing from CNED is pretty insane.
They're saving their credits for the next.
They actually get around the corner.
CNED's got very far.
Dude, they don't have any idea about this.
Pushing up, and again discussed on the desk.
Who's the unlucky one?
To keep consistent control, right? The deadlock's a little more situational. They have to make noise. You can still creep past. Look at how much space he's gotten. He's wrapping up behind. No one's checking it, but how much can he get with that classic?
One. Okay, not bad. But I was worried he was just going to spam at 3 different players and not get
They got the gun out of there as well. They actually handled that pretty well.
By the barrier, unfortunately. Still a couple of players within the site, but realistically, with the 3 rifles still in hand.
And they did handle that well. There's still a 4-person stack as well with him flanking behind. It should have been a lot worse.
That's always going to be the case, but BBL
I was thinking
well
it was going to be
make
awful,
sure it doesn't
but
cause them too many issues.
Yeah, in this round it doesn't play that
Get to
much
keep
of a
all
role,
3 guns.
especially because CNED, the guy he takes down, didn't see if he had the rifle. He did have the rifle, but it gets picked up immediately, I think, by Sociable. So this is the problem. You don't actually get anything for your trouble. Even in terms
yeah,
of
it's
damage,
a must-win game for them.
off, and that's about it. But when we come into the next couple rounds, that's where this same... This is where the same kind of issue can pop up, right? You've, in round 2, seen the gap, seen the issue with this composition rear its ugly head. If that happens in a bye round, it's a completely different scenario.
Oh, 5
real fast on this one.
Aggressive start into
Smoke
mid.
deep.
Something that
BP
BBL
and Strover towards middle. Omen Flash is incredible. Damn, he gets a double.
He was nearsighted for both of
Yeah,
those
I gotta feel like
fights.
Levin should have got that kill. 21 HP. Surely an extra bullet's hitting him.
Still see the tracer, still see the flash of the barrel. We caught it from his POV. Pressure on for the remaining players to get some value, and Yumpy's drop. That's the spike down in market, and everyone else with it.
I mean, it looked like a 6 strat. To be honest, it looked like a good round, but
blocking reinforcements, but 2 players to deal with. He does well, but he's down to 3 HP. A tickle will take him down, and it's CNED to deliver 2 to 1. Still in favor of BBL.
Yeah, from the position of Sociable, that's not bad. Like, being able to take down a couple at the end at least makes it interesting. But yeah, it is. It's just a whiffed spray coming out of Levin, and you give all of that over. Yeah, I guess sliding with the Bulldog is a little bit optimistic. I think if that's a Phantom, he probably gets away with that one, but yeah, not in this case.
Well, if it's a ghost, he probably gets it.
I think this game has seen that tweet. I think he's
get him hyped up.
seen
We
it.
got 2 people to
Alright,
combo. We got 5 people to combo
accepted.
next. Yampy's probably the closest to this ult out of everyone.
Means that Mr. Fallen is now on a
Sociable also.
Bulldog himself. An early space. They
give themselves an option to pivot back over towards middle. It's a great trade on this one. No smokes on defense. That's a nightmare.
Yeah, not without the trade. Again, it's going to be Profek. Old reliable.
He's not that old.
4v4, but look at the push-up coming in from FUT. Got players on short, the Prowler goes through, but a double stack up
Good
in
off
mid is
angle
where
from
my
these
eye
two,
is
right?
drawn, and this is exactly it. The danger walked into by Yumpy, and he walks out as well. A huge
I mean,
pickup,
I
and it's
gotta check
returned
his POV
by
there.
Again, it's Mr. Fallen with
What
the
kind of
double,
swing is he doing
and
for
we're
this?
back to a 2v2.
It is
but
an
the
off
A site
angle.
correctly read by BBL.
Is it too close to
wide
the
open.
angle that it's just a
It's
little...
2 rounds back to back. I watched Mr. Fallen blind get 2 kills,
Just
and I
a
watched
little
Yumpy peek
readjustment.
into a stack and get 2 kills. It seems like there's some sort of plot armor protecting the IGLs at this case. Nice
Oops.
sees nade. Well, no, actually, the nade's
Not-
gone too
not
far.
the nicest
siege
little
was
combo, yeah.
perfect, but not going to be able to catch. Paranoia available for Profek. Probably just waiting for the contact of his teammate. No, he's going to go a little bit early, and that works out for Sociable.
that'll do
and now
it.
with ult online, there is no escape for Mr.
Go ahead, give me the
Fallen.
replay.
The luck,
How's this one
the
going
plot
down?
armor seems to have run out, and BBL will be able to take themselves or increase themselves in the lead.
Yeah, it's a 3-1 scoreline now. The damage that Sociable was able to do in round number 3
That makes no sense.
could come back to haunt them. They lost a few more rifles
Wait, how's
than
he
they wanted.
survived it, though?
Here, Mr. Fallen again does so well. I mean, you mentioned the previous round, then Yumpy here. Mr. Fallen does it again in re-clearing that space and giving them a chance. But they couldn't take it across the line on the side of FUT. And now look what they're left with, indeed. The damage
yeah,
done
money's in the bin. They got ults.
To force them down to pistols. Sheriffs in the hands of a Turkish team. I mean, that is not a free round, but BBL will be happy to not face the
Game
rivals.
audio up? Sure, I can do it, yeah.
The fun thing about this map at the moment as well is it
Should be better
feels
now.
like both teams have started on their favored side. Last couple of times at least. Versus Mates, 9 attack rounds. Versus DRX, back EWC, 8 attack rounds. And then to the other side of FUT, 7 and 8 defensive rounds respectively. So this could be quite a telling first half. If I've learned anything from both of these teams is that sometimes those statistics don't matter, and it's a lot more about
BBL just waiting for some kind of aggro.
Especially someone like Levin.
Nothing really happens, gets to the 50-second mark.
But if he gets anything, he's just going to run
away with it. Fake A into a hit over towards B. They will get early info, but as we can see on the minimap, they've kind of owned it.
Coming around towards that A site. 4 players here. You're going to make these over rotations when you've got pistols. You want to have the numbers to
especially with this drone from Yampy's coming good.
BBL are walking into the B side, taking that space, and there's some traps waiting, but without someone to follow up to take those kills through the smoke when the players are revealed, it ultimately doesn't matter. And this is all just Yumpy selling this fake, selling this ruse. They've realized now that the play is B, but they're rotating too little too late. I think the best Mr. Fallen can do is hold on to control. He's even looking for a pick, but numbers are where FUT can find the advantage.
Okay, who gets the kills?
Together,
who wants to get the kills?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the other
so
side.
So should get close to an ult, yeah. Makes sense that he's peeking.
Not a bad trade though from Zeus, but they're running through a snake fight, and those are going to be the easiest kills we've ever seen for BBL.
And it worked out pretty well. Everyone that needed to get kills kind of did. Yampy's too far away anyway.
It was no surprise to be had. CNED, I'm hopeful we'll get
Perfect.
one
away from Viper ult as well if they go plant, and I imagine FUT will time out.
That is quite
gives me a chance to close the windows because it started raining. Surely we time out here.
He's done it in buy rounds as well. I remember a round specifically last time I casted him on this map on B, where he just threw in that drone on the other side of the map with a dart to fake things out. So a lurking Sova, definitely not the most common. But when he's feeling
Yampy or Magnum IGL? I mean Yampy's IGL. You asking me which I prefer? I don't ever want to see Magnum IGL again after 2024, mate. I'll be honest. I like him on just heavy Sentinel, but the IGLing was crazy.
Here's the buy round for FUT. As you said, defensive side will expect to see rounds put up on the board, and I think for FUT, no better time than here and now. Credits built up by BBL. Early push towards market. They've pushed them back. They've seized the space. The Hunter's Fury goes through. It's searching the back side, not yet finding the players. They're dodging it masterfully.
Surely you don't push through
that foothold. Levin's gone
what?
Through.
How's he got through there? No, it's criminal. It's a criminal. It's a criminal round, but it's an incredible clip if you want it.
Call this man a lunatic starting out. His tenure here on BBL.
The first 2 kills here should never, ever be happening. I don't know how he's got away with it.
Mr. Fallen, the man who has pulled FUT out of some disadvantageous positions. Well, he has quite the
bullets.
task. 5 bullets.
It's a clip and a half, bro, because these first 2 kills are outrageous. It's a full buy, by the way, as well. Completely melted the full buy. Look at this, bro.
There are moments where I watch this man and I genuinely question if I should be happy or sad that that's worked. Because it's insanity.
It's a bit of both.
That is a man walking
no, it should never happen.
2 players on either side watching. He kills both of them, runs back into another angle, and immediately gets 2 more headshots. Like the raw individual skill.
Dude, we got to give him a longer in surely.
At this stage.
He's too tall, man.
I'm talking about him coming up against
let me close this window one second.
Zeus on the other side. A man that you go back to last stage, he had the highest ACS, I think it was like in week 2 in the world. Like of any region, anyone, it was Zeus. Right now, he's being farmed.
I almost want to see it again. The audacity of Levin to walk through that smoke. I couldn't believe my eyes. Sitting inside it, sure, I thought, oh, he's waiting for them to try to retake
But they put a boombot through, right? So he just activated. He was like, okay, this guy's just used a piece of utility. Yep. He's not going to be watching this.
But they were, right? Not only was the player who put the boombot through of Zeus, you know, spamming it.
Android, thanks so much for the Prime. Appreciate the 6 months.
Just in case, because they know.
Maybe one day, mate. Maybe one day.
They know that sometimes BBL do something that would have most coaches molding.
Third already?
Right there, no
Quite a lot.
has sent shivers down the spine of
It's
the
no
coaching
matter,
staff
but
on
it's
FUT,
quite a
if
lot.
not the players too.
I reckon
Levin's third ace in VCT EMEA, and with the way he's playing, there's plenty more to come.
I reckon it also sent a shiver down the spine of the BBL coaching staff when he walked through that spot.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, never mind. Good job.
Yeah, that's kind of the reaction we had.
In the VOD review if he went down, but now it'll be. I'm not sure you bring it up in the VOD review. You just go, good round by the way. Let's move on to the next.
Third ace. There's quite a few
Okay,
players.
perfect. Maybe
Yet to even break one, but
watched a couple of demos him doing that. Knife hit him. Tried to go for a spam.
He did it recently on Lotus as well. In their crazy comeback versus mates. And while he's proven time and time again that sometimes he has that individual brilliance that is not enough to win them around. And the unfortunate truth is that
Em, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 14 months.
Coming in with a buy.
Thank you for the prime.
So they now are back to pistol.
Oh no.
And got basically nothing from that.
They broke the door. The Prowler cleared mid, or so they thought, but Magnum has taken free space. Yedishek's watching it.
Picked up a gun on this as well.
Time to catch Magnum. Okay, now they've got themselves a rifle to play with.
It's really weird. Okay, the cancel gets called. Sociable's here, creating a lot of chaos. Big duels over towards middle. Cena did incredible though. Big 1v3, mate. He gets there very early because of Neon.
Okay, you got your ace, but now you need to save the round. 8 and 3 at the moment. Cracks, Mr. Fallen, and Zeus.
They're really far away.
Up against him as the plant comes in.
It would have to be 9 kills.
I'm gonna say they don't go pick up the guns.
For him to take this
There's
one. He's got the space and bang on. They are watching for it though.
Yeah, they would spread it.
Good read from FUT.
Honestly, I think he thought they would be maybe a little bit closer as well.
You look the least likely, but they have managed to make it work. CNET especially, catching them on that rotation was everything. To get away with one is nice. To reposition for a second was just fantastic.
Yeah, that was really, really nicely done. Because, again, having the read on B, having to rotate like that, we discussed it in the previous Sheriff round for FUT. You're going to over-rotate. You're going to be quicker to make those calls in a round where you don't have the rifles
FUT can get a lot of rounds now. They got some ults.
But as soon as they heard steps inside main, and I assume it was Yedije calling for that, immediately CNET fills the space on mid, holds for that rotate. They needed that. Otherwise, this would have been an almost impossible retake, even with a few weapons recovered. But a second round, one that we hope to see on the board earlier for FUT. They have to capitalize from this point, though. We have to
round
see
from
them
BBL looks like.
On that previous upset.
Knife hits 2 at the back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think you got to jump that one.
Caught Levin a little bit by surprise.
TP into the smoke and then TP all the way through and then pinch onto middle. Nice, nice kills from CNET. Dude, CNET's fragging out though. Feels like he's been getting a lot of kills.
He plays this Omen almost like a duelist at times with how aggressive he's willing to be, but it definitely works out for him.
Like if this guy jumps like we saw in the Pacific, it might work pretty well. Or like maybe you wait for the TP first and then trade together. It has potential. It could maybe look a little better.
A third for him. What a third for FUT.
It's so important for Zeus to hold the line there as well. Like
CNET did great.
Sociable one away from finding that deadlock ulti, and if it comes down to a 1 versus 2, that could very well turn the tide in your favor. Despite the fact that he had deep control as well, given up towards short, CNET's able to hold his ground. He takes down the first that we saw. He took down Profek, who was on 30 HP after that earlier fight. That has given FUT a real foothold now in the early half, but we progress. A few more rounds to play for. BBL
start talking about money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't buy next. It's everyone.
And now they've got ultimates to play around as well. Sociable dying gave him his. Magnum with the Viper's Pit as well. It's going to make it much more difficult if any ground is conceded to take it back.
Yeah, the good thing for FUT is winning the prior around their second round. Cover going out. While having a low buy.
So Yampy over towards B main probably hears the...
And on the other side of things, BBL
they haven't had the cam yet.
So if they can take this round,
it's kind of nice from FUT.
Put them
Prowler goes out. They know there's pressure over towards here. They check the cam and there's still no pressure here. So question mark cleared and then they can insta with that information go stack over towards middle and A. Drone goes in through market. They check the camera again. Nothing on B main. They can keep their stack. This is a nice round from FUT. Just real late usage of the camera. Let's go.
It's strange to look at this series and imagine that, at least for me, FUT winning is an upset. BBL looks stronger than I think any time that they've faced before.
over towards B main.
The times where FUT won, they were in a much
That
better
might do it
position
though.
within the league. Within recent performances,
Okay,
insta
ult over to Wade. Yampy calls everyone back.
This is all a ruse, and it's working.
Yeah, no, Yampy's done pretty good on this one. Spike goes through, got to go through 2 kill trips. That's about it.
Magnum not expected to be that aggressive. He's looking back
Magnum's done work though. An extra dink on top of this as well distracted them enough. They don't realize they can take back sight yet, right? Yeah, it's
he hasn't breathed his last, thankfully, as we're still in this 4v4. Prophet will be found close.
He knows where they are, though.
Yeah, he got a good kill. Didn't have to worry about the stairs because the wall was there.
It's not bad. The ults are being expended here for FUT. They're throwing everything in. No command use.
Man, I'm impressed with Yampy here, dude. I thought he was going to get absolutely wrecked. He did great.
Him and Sociable combined to get their 6th. And well, that is the 2nd round.
I wonder if he heard the cam early.
I
don't think so.
Throwing a fake with 2 different players doing it.
Yeah, but again, this is it for FUT. On those low buys, we've seen them over-rotate. Here, they lean towards what has been successful for them. They make that early call.
That was a really impressive round.
You see a pick go down like that. It's not on the site, so it's a little suspicious.
Komodo, hello, man. Crazy, dude.
But could also be used to secure the site when they take elbow.
The sunset game was wild.
There was like 25 seconds left. You see a pick go down.
Actually wild.
Oh, they're panicking.
Okay, set round for BBL.
Whereas it wasn't. BBL were in full control. And I think it really does give testament
2 people on either side that can't buy if they lose this one. Camera goes out, sees 2.
Good start though for Yedajay. As said, they still have finances to buy back into this round.
The heavy rotate on this one. Looking right for FUT.
Oh, we'll see if BBL can recover from that.
Well, the importance can't be understated as well for FUT. Winning and losing now, their economy's in a really tough spot. If they lose here, BBL could go out with a big lead into that next half. They've already found an opening. Mr. Fallen's reveal was fantastic. In goes the ult, and it's caught one. Magnum looking to follow up on it as well, making sure they can't break him out, but that has gone badly wrong. Magnum's left alone now, and out of ammo. The shorty's
not enough bullets for that one. They worked pretty well from FUT. They might have seen more on the camera. It's such a heavy rotate, but
you can see the difference.
Yeah.
Like, this is
once
sort of the gamble that FUT are playing of having all their players rotate.
Once they went
so
down,
quickly,
it's just like they didn't really have anything to get back a sight here.
Fully faked out and given that post
like that one goes down, and it's like, well,
a round where they have all their players here as quickly as they do in this round, it works fantastically. But even when a player is picked off by that deadlock ultimate, it really doesn't matter too much, because while people are focusing on trying to clear everyone else, there's still 3 players ready and waiting. And while you mentioned the economy of FUT,
yeah, 2 people from BBL can't buy, so it isn't equal.
They are now in an awful spot to try and buy into this round.
Yeah, indeed. It's a spot for BBL now where they come into this, they call a timeout, you look to see what you can make happen with the low weapons, but realistically, you're now setting your sights on a 7-5 lead at the halftime and winning that final round, doing okay here.
The others, I mean, the others can get on site. There's
to understand
a one-way
that,
cage.
Look how they found the opening there. It's a reveal coming through from Mr. Fallen as the Hunt spots Levin. You get the swing in from Yedajay thanks to the cage. These are all pieces of utility that will have been clocked by the BBL coaching staff. You may look to reposition. You may look to change that setup a little bit.
Lexi, thank you so much for the gift, dude.
BBL will look to either counter it or break their way through somewhere else.
Does Vitality need a result of this game? Yeah, they need BBL to win.
There you go, Tom. That one's for you.
Yeah, 2 of them
really
are playing in this match, so a very
brilliant,
weird fun fact. I'm also bald, in case anybody was wondering. Good job, whoever wrote that one. 6-4.
There.
We're going to be having a purchase of sorts. It's more of a half buy. Coming in for the side of BBL. They will look to buy into the next. They've had some time to talk with their coaching
split over
staff,
towards A. Spike's not committing. Try and bait it over towards middle so they swing into the double peak, maybe?
Hasn't quite managed to do the damage that was hoped for.
These look like they're waiting for a reaction.
BBL, after selling some of that presence into mid, are going to default back to
trying to draw them away. So A side's weaker. Doesn't really work. No, we just inserted our duelist into middle. Hey, what though? Cena gives them a gun here.
Cena's in the open, but they're a little late and swinging into him. He even makes it around the corner, so can't be punished. The timing there for BBL not ideal. The hope for Levin
didn't really see the vision from BBL on this one.
Now Sociable 1 versus 5. Nice start, but not a nice finish for BBL. Only 1 player down, 6 to 5 locked in, and a lead at the half is not guaranteed for BBL. They'll have to fight hard for it.
No, this has been an excellent recovery. Sure, there's been the couple of fakes that BBL managed to sell, but you consider that BBL won the pistol and conversion, and the 6 half looks quite likely. FUT have definitely woken up into this game. Zeus and CNED both online, which is a FUT fan's dream. Like, if they're both firing, there's a good chance that they're going to take the match.
Zeus 1 away from ult, so FUT want to go aggro over towards A. KO flash goes in.
Set up to help his teammate, but he's about to get aggressive.
It's looking like, my goodness, while this is going on over towards B, Zeus picks up his ult. Prowler goes deep, and
caught on the walk back. A good read and a great spam indeed, and a 5 versus 3 for BBL.
Like
as a
FUT
result.
will be okay. Seeming, as at one point it was like what, 4-1.
But doesn't need to risk too much here. Wants to try and group up with the rest of the team. Has a chance to maybe isolate Levin, but after the trap was shot, they now know exactly where he is. Hunter's Fury also in, and they're just throwing everything in at this point. Obviously, the last round of the half, Zeus will get one as a martyrdom, and unless Mr. Farland's found his plot armor again, I don't think this half is going to be equal. At the end of it, Shockdar's going to take him even lower. At this point, though, the time should be enough. Still sociable fighting. I think it's the clock is going to do the work. But more importantly, Yumpy just hiding in the backline is going to make sure of it.
Shockdar from the grave as well. He had that bow and arrow drawn and ready the whole time. 7 to 5, locked in for BBL. They will have the lead at the half, but not without a fight. This was a great recovery from FUT. They were down and they looked out of this map at a point. And that Sheriff round that they found.
Yeah, they made it pretty doable, man. Get a pistol, feeling alright about this.
Shut them down on mid, rotating back. This was so important, so integral to give them a corner to fight from, a foundation laid. They will look to build on it in the second half.
Pal's menu. The BBL coaches have a little map of a magnet. Yeah, they have like, I think they have color coordinated like pieces for what the enemy comp has, right? I think that's right. I'm not entirely sure how they do it. Yeah, they got some tools over there. Why do people not copy PaperX's Sunset comp? I honestly don't have a good answer for you. Considering the win rate of the Viper Sage, it's probably one of the most underrated comps in terms of people not stealing it. It feels like if it was any other map or any other team doing it, people would steal it.
Well,
but it's only lost twice, right? Out of
Levin and Zeus, and we'll certainly be touching on that
like what,
in this
15?
Half, Tom. These two players
15 games, probably more than 15. It's a weird one. I agree with you. Hey Bucko with the Prime, appreciate the 13 months. Well. Thank you. And Big Nart with the Prime also, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And for the series in general.
Yeah, for sure. I think that Zeus has had some quieter weeks as of recent. Of course, that's the stage 2 stats, excluding the one that are on your screen.
Yeah,
right
I can 100% get on board with that one, Saint.
Having some good rounds. Obviously,
people play Deadlock on Sunset when Sage is better, and Sage on Corrode when Deadlock is better. I think that's very true.
FUT must win this match to qualify for playoffs, by the way.
Yes.
The Sage and Corrode just feels so weird on attack. It only looks good when they get in sights, and I'm just not sure that's what you want.
In order to make its playoffs
unless there's like some selfish walls on attack that I don't know about. But
2 rounds between them.
Yumpy or Jumpy 42 with the Prime. Appreciate the 4 months, man. Thank you for doing that.
Not actually that difficult. With a pistol round win, it could change it all.
It's a stronghold over towards middle. With the door down, you might not think they're committed, but there's 3 of them.
The second Zeus took a nade out, Levin took his head off.
This is a tough position once again to fight back from, losing both pistols and a map. It feels like a death sentence. Again, CNED has been very sneaky throughout this match so far. We saw it on the defensive side, and there is some doubt in Magnum's
I mean,
mind.
Magnum's checking it every so often.
Back and checking his behind the time. It's going to be everything, and he gets his spot on.
Great.
Nice work from Levin.
Dude, Levin with a sheriff.
Run of form.
Levin with a sheriff is doing work.
In the end, the BBL managed to get through it with ease.
I realized also I misspoke.
Well, that was a fast trade.
They'll be wearing the BBL jersey. FUT, Vitality need BBL to win. If FUT wins, Vitality are locked out. Just to clarify that for anyone that might be confused. So BBL winning, it's also a win for Vitality. 8-5, 3 rounds between them, and now it's on to pistols again for FUT. And this is it. Look at the pistol win rate. That is now with that pistol calculated in 61.1% for BBL. They're such a hard team to beat when they're putting up so many pistol rounds because it just gives them this leg up in a half that often they do pretty well in even after that.
This round for FUT, as you can already see, is more about garnering orbs. Try and get towards those high-impact ultimates, although not really earning any kills in the last round. It's definitely made that more difficult. They're going, at least, for no
get all the orbs.
Offline, which
could farm this one.
I guess is interesting.
Got the outlaw, not the marshal, though,
and
why do I feel like this is multis? Nice, good stun on this. Oi.
Is getting closer and closer by the second, and with him already getting a triple in the last round, I'd like to see FUT go the other way just to not
Crazy
walk
behavior.
into him.
By the way, the fact that he takes his sheriff out and stays fighting close, if I'm his teammates, I'm screaming, don't give them the outlaw, please. We've already had rounds from Mr. Fallen where he recovers, but you give an outlaw to CNED when your whole team has light shields, we are in a very scary reality. But when he goes back,
very nice.
It's with a teammate. It's Yumpy leading the charge and an in-zone
armory buy, that's it.
Locked in. You could tell for a second, though, Levin was hungry for that 4th ace.
I think Levin's always hungry. I think he's
look,
in most of these rounds, he's looking for a power-sized kebab.
Sage and Deadlock at the same win rate on Sunset at the moment. I guess Deadlock's going to be above it. I think there's some people tanking the Sage win rate, I will say that.
To gain that confidence. He wants to get
the Deadlock can also be played better as well.
He is the sort of crown jewel of this team. When he is on point, they are unstoppable.
If we just look at the Sage,
the early
look at the Sage paper X, it's not too bad.
Propping them up here, as now it will be FUT.
Genji's tanking the Deadlock win rate. I mean,
rifles in their hands.
Only 2 losses for them, right?
Only 1 set of light shields, so difficult for Levin to find an easy
target. They got a couple at Toronto.
To break through here is BBL trying to slow them, but they're losing quite a lot. Profec's down to 34. Sociable's out of the round.
Straight up sight hit on this one. Profec's in trouble.
Battle for BBL to win.
Yeah, Sociable was hoping to sort of recover that a little bit. I think he heard the net connect on someone just behind the wall and knows roughly where they were going to be.
Poison's off.
Of course, they did still come into this round with rifles across the board. Yumpy buying one back up. Magnum's positioning is sublime. Getting a second.
I thought he had another there.
Not quite able to connect.
I thought he had another.
FUT are doing well to sort of catch a lot of that aggression. They're clearly looking for it. They're being patient with it.
Still going to walk into the 2-person stack. Yumpy back of sight. Never going to feel comfy to use his recon until they find out where he is.
I mean, he's now heard them. I'm pretty sure he will have heard at least 1 set of steps coming towards elbow. He's suspicious and walking out towards shore, but the problem is the player on site, the player in the smoke, 34 HP on Profec. He is going to be so easily taken down if they're looking the right way.
Flash for Yumpy to swing. Oh, Yumpy.
The paranoia went through, but Yumpy had already peaked. That's FUT winning the duels, and Levin left with it all to do. 4 players, 2 of them, 1 shot to this rifle, but 2 very healthy and ready to fight up against this man.
Sheriff out. Oh, sniper back out. Oh, stun out. And eventually he's out.
Bit of everything before going down. It's a clean one. That is a clean one. Cows are cool. Thanks so much for the 15 months.
They are well aware of what their opponents are going to want to be doing.
Thank you for that, Cows are cool.
Retreating, they're moving as a unit to try and find where this aggression has been. Okay, we managed to win this fight, but there's going to be another one. They're going to be pressured. And I think that that's just showing that sort of solid structure that at times in the past FUT have been missing.
Everyone's getting involved now. We've heard Zeus. Obviously, it's infectious having Yedege on your squad. 9-6, though. It's been a 2-1 start in both halves. When the rifles come out, it was different. I think it was 5-1 in favor of FUT at some point, and that kind of momentum early cannot be afforded to them here. That would leave FUT down and out of this map.
That's nice.
Fighting on Ascent.
Okay.
Survival. What was Yumpy up to?
Yeah, there's a reason why most people do the drone from back here. The problem is it doesn't clear this corner.
On the other side of the map.
They're doing it close. Does clear this corner, just a little bit risky.
There is absolutely nowhere. 4-11 to go.
Prowler goes out to side. Oh wait, this could be pretty strong.
Go, okay, there's probably nobody in middle, but I will check.
Oh, it's a big bait.
Trying to recover the second player in the corner though. That's
fast
cheeky.
2 bullets.
It's caught FUT off guard and at least made this one look competitive.
Magnum swings early.
Got to be careful though. He's almost taken down by the fragment. Oh, they're going to know he's here, but they still don't know where Sociable is.
It's time to group up. Now they'll push together. Even if FUT look to isolate these angles, they have so much to be worried about. There goes
Wait, they play behind their smoke?
The players have made it behind it.
Oh, I'm not sure about this
That's
one.
going to give all the time in the world for BBL to clear out these angles. The net goes through. The tap as well. It's put pressure on. FUT have to peek this, have to swing. Yedege takes a headshot, but he's still on 10 HP. The Phantom
smoke
not doing
up, go to the left,
well, and now
kill.
Magnum's got it all to do. He'll miss the first shot.
Yedege to swing and a 1.
Couldn't be better. 9-7 now. And FUT not letting BBL have that early start they would have wanted to close out this map.
I really like the reaction. As
you
can understand why
saw him.
Yumpy is caught off.
Wouldn't have had time anyway.
How much pressure was shown over on A main, but they are ready to try and dive into mid and have that split if they needed it. So far, the early rounds on the attack side have looked really comfortable for FUT.
Okay, we got Hero, Neon ult, and we want to send it. We're going down here, we TP to... I was going to say TP to Omen Flash, but who needs the Omen Flash apparently? Isolated 1v1 here. What a shot, what the hell?
But Yedege drops him immediately. Lightning fast reaction. Sociable should have a weapon here.
Dude, it's a good amount of damage done from BBL though.
It's not the clean round that no doubt FUT would have been hoping
for. One of the guns, Yumpy's here early.
Deactivated. This should be an easy enough sight.
Damage could run back and go play shocks here.
This is getting dangerous now for the attackers. They've got 2 players very low, and CNED taken down.
Dude, they're just distracting for this guy B main as well, and Yumpy's done a madness. It's a big shock, dude. What a round from them. What a round. They hit some lovely shots though. Profec's first one looked great.
BBL 3 rounds up and 3 rounds away from claiming Sunset.
Oh, that one's got to be so painful for FUT. They were in such a solid position, building back into the half. As said, they lost both pistols. It's always going to be difficult, but then just a super aggressive start from a couple
lovely
of the
shots in this round.
And then just, at the end, I think looking a little bit panicky, wanting to try and find a way back into the round after being low on HP. And it ends up playing perfectly into BBL's hands. A huge boost to their economy with the weapons found and damage done on the other side. A blitz in the early moments, and Yumpy gets away with that one. That's a huge opener for them.
Yeah, the initial fight.
Baking you here. Do you remember teaching Yumpy?
Solid by Zeus.
Yumpy Sova.
You look to that man himself to maybe pull them back
I
into
remember me, Bacon, and Yumpy being on the server, just me and Bacon just dodging his ults the whole time until he got good.
All alone and watched by Magnum on the cross back through mid. This one cancelled at the pilot for FUT.
Spent ages doing it.
7-11 with their economy in the bin.
This is now a really rough position to fight back from. It's the back-to-back aggressive defensive side rounds, like the pistols doing it, but now doing the same thing with the rifles. I think maybe there might have been a moment there for FUT where they were thinking, okay, they're probably going to take this round a little bit more tentative, but having that Hunter's Fury...
Why didn't I teach him Cypher? That's just he taught me how to not play Cypher. It's a great learning experience for everyone.
Even just a re-swing, like they're never really giving FUT any space, any ground. That's why they've had to play sort of slow and group up together. Nonetheless, there's still an opportunity. John to given the chance to...
Cypher's a duelist, I mean that's what he thought.
Try and bring back what little hope there is left, because as you said, financially, this is tough.
Without a doubt.
Is it goated?
It's the scoreline
for sure the worst Cypher I've ever seen in Valorant.
Coming into a buy round, but the fact that you're seeing so few credits in play, This is going to make this incredibly difficult. You've got 5 rounds in a row. If you lose this one, they can look to the fact that they were good with the pistols on the defensive side, but making the right reads, being in the right places at the right time, that's what got them across the line there. Here on the attack side, BBL have a lot more tools at their disposal, and I love this as we get back into the game. You know, sometimes everyone goes through a low point. Mental health.
What is this?
But if Pal ever feels worthless, he knows that the meat in his bones alone could net him about 2K. 2,000 euro for a Pal-sized doner kebab and 140,000 calories within it. Depends how much sauce you get in it. A sucker for the hot chili.
What is going on?
I think if something is 140,000 calories, it has to have some sort of sauce. If that's just meat, then I think that's just a cow.
Oh, he cancelled it.
I wouldn't call him that, but...
Ooh.
Sociable. A chance to... Well, I was going to say farm up orbs, but from this
Tusk,
point,
you can't type
that's
that.
not true.
That's crazy
Already
behavior.
having the annihilation available, but he is just
farming
up some, well, some points, I guess. Some tricky points.
He's got himself the ultimate already online for the important closer to this. Magnum reloading. Levin sliding around and Sociable, the one to claim his
pretty
fourth
convincing.
in
It's
this round.
it got a little bit close at one point.
An unfortunate way to go, and
they're just running away with it.
Flawless for BBL. 5 rounds in a row required by the attacking side.
That felt like, you know the video where it's like the guy on the news.
Spicy results in APAC, my goodness, man.
And then his kick comes
The fact
running
is,
into
the fact that there's
background.
6 teams
That's
left
Levin.
and only one
They're
team
about to have
confirmed
like
to
an
champs is
intense
insane.
1v1, and then Levin's just sliding around the floor while they're
It's actually
trying to
really
battle.
fun right now.
It looked manic, but hey, it's worked out for BBL.
Just for Scott, it's like Michael D. Higgins and his dog. It's our president over in Ireland. He's a good man, good fellow. 5 rounds in between them. Big play needed by FUT. BBL certainly have control. Sociable's ult could do wonders. And remember, the reason I'm focusing on that side and not the plethora of ultimates for FUT is BBL only need 1 round. One thing to go right, and it's done. FUT have to temper themselves.
No way, he gets another here as well.
Put to a close. FUT in a 3 versus 4, even after a high-value ultimate is used.
It's just not great though, is it? Let's be honest.
From a close back and forth game to looking fairly dominant, although maybe a slight overextension from Magnum fighting into the spawn,
into the empty site.
Them out, but it's given up a large portion of the
trips,
map.
they kind of got to break their own wall in terms of the MP.
Being spotted as well by Cena, but he's ignoring them. The space is worth more. Sociable
Pat Coz, hello mate.
made the
Thanks so much for the prime. I appreciate the 23 months.
It's his ult I'm thinking about here.
Dude, Yampy's out here trading places with them. They just came from B main. He's going to be here pretty fast.
And he got caught by the knife. That's beautiful.
Yeah, these two now need to make a lot of sound.
And the trap's revealed as well, so
that'll do it. Dude, honestly, if I'm perfect, I'm getting hit by that.
The threat of the ult, but it may still be put through. All they need to do is buy time.
Then just let Yampy
take
go.
the eyes of their opponents and direct them towards the spawn. Caught in a fight, Sociable only gets 1. It's a difficult battle, but not impossible for Yampy. The right read uses the reveal as a distraction to isolate CNED. He will be revealed himself, and they know he's not on the spike, but he's close to getting the fight that he wants. Mr. Fallen around the other side.
Yeah, it's nicely handled from Mr. Fallen. I think they played the 3v3 wrong. Yampy was the one that had like the best timing, and then he chilled here. I think it's got to be these 2 make sounds he plays. He chilled.
He's moved himself up the board quite a bit, but he's already had his high-impact moments, especially from the beginning of this round. It felt like an impossible recovery. A double opener for Levin, but is Magnum trying to catch them.
Who's going to come back to Gen G? I mean, yeah, next year.
CNED makes the read, okay, if there's somebody that far up, there probably isn't anybody on the B site, takes the space and gives them that opportunity in the post plan. It's a blip, but we know with FUT, give them anything, and there's always a chance that they'll turn it around.
Shock bottom and middle for the camera.
I agree with you there, Tom, but you look at that round with CNED's ult, Mr. Fallen, Zeus is put through, like they had a lot to bail them out of that bad situation. That's why you didn't see Sociable get too aggressive in retaking the B site. He rotated early.
I love Zeus's ult, where he immediately died.
Yeah. It wasn't great. And it was this man who shut them down last time they came to this side of the map, but this time, CNED's the one to draw blood first.
Yeah, and they rotate off B and they have a pass
with the hat off his head, he's got the information on
exactly scan's going to reveal that they fully committed, so he can take all the space as well. Should be an easy call back to B. Surely Mr. Fallen will never extend.
He's claimed so much space, and Magnum had no idea what he was walking
Magnum
back
just didn't think they'd be that close to capitalize
the
off
leader of the squad is doing some
info.
real work, not even just on finding the pick, but more so the amount
the money
of
like?
space
Is it going to get close?
There's
a buy round next.
Off the back of the neural theft exactly where the gap was and exploiting it to perfection. What was seeming like a done deal just a couple of minutes ago is now really starting to come to life. And they're even reading the few minute angles that there are left. They forced it back into the hands of CNED.
Help him out a little bit. They have got some ults though. They should just win it. They have ult there.
Without a doubt, Tom. I mean, that's one of the rounds where you look at past the opening kill, they didn't just win this because they won their battles. They won it because they were in the right positions. They caught BBL off guard in almost every single
fight. Gave him 2 little cheeky
round.
bullets at the end.
That is a dominant round.
Okay.
That's exactly what you want to see
Around
if
just
you
to
have
make sure
to
that's
climb
nice
back
and easy.
into a game. You've outplayed them. You forced a timeout on 12 for BBL, and that's putting the pressure on the players on the other side of the stage.
Well, ironically, it's the quote from BBL that this round sort of resonates with, which is belief is everything. And I think you win a round like that, and you genuinely go, well, if we can win a round flawlessly, we can win 3 close. Like it is just that thing of getting the momentum going. Like Mr. Fallen having a big individual round, getting everybody pumped up. We saw it in the last half. Yep. They were not in the game. They win a pistol round in a low buy, and then they seem to mysteriously just start playing better as a unit. And sure, you've had some quieter performances like Krax and Yedoje not having the best of games so far, but from this point onwards, it really doesn't matter what has happened before. It's all about getting it to OT. And that is why BBL are looking to stop it as early as possible. It also happens to line up perfectly with when their credits will run out. If they lose this next round, the likelihood is FUT will get to 11. Although I say likelihood because we've already seen both teams win rounds with pistols so far in this game.
Well,
okay,
3-round gap.
Set rounds maybe?
As we said, still a big fight. And
it's like we're in a position to use an early Viper over towards A.
But in the previous, can't be understated. It gave that space. It gave the go-ahead for Mr. Fallen to walk in to B. Now you have
this is a nice Viper. You could hide here.
This is where they look to say, we're going to close it out. We win here and now. Before this gets too far gone in the other direction. Viper's Pit active on the A side. This is a lot of space contained by the defensive side. All that Magnum has to do is stay
aggro
close to the wall,
and
not let them slip through the cracks.
Trip to see if they're gonna retake
if anyone
it.
does walk in there,
they had it straight away and just cleared it.
Pick. The Prowler will be sent through, and it does catch him. And they're blocking him out from controlling that space. So now you start to think
good though. He's holding on to this.
Could be an elbow. They
Does he go for a risky play, or is he cool? There's a small world where they pushed him back far enough that someone could have got over towards side.
A little bit of space, even though they don't get a kill. They don't.
Dude, honestly, an Omen ult here is probably worth right now. They just gamble it anyway.
The question marks are being answered though. The dart into middle, the shots being fired, the spike is
Magnum
still
just
on
clears
the
it
ground,
anyway.
So it's something that
dude, this should be done. A little bit bold after I've said that, but thank you.
A good start, but the problem for FUT is that the time is starting to tick. Yumpy as well, with the spam through the smoke, has already leveled things up, and they now go walking back towards this B side. They cleared one into middle. With the man on that side, ready and waiting, and with Yumpy holding the cross, Levin in with a good chance
15 seconds.
They have got to go
no
now.
duelist to send it out.
No way to bring that spike
Easy
back,
shot.
nor was there, even when they got that pick on mid. They've got to push their way through. Shoehorn this B site plant, and they're running out of time. It has to be stuck, and it will be. That's some control. The advantage as well, but that op still lurking around. As Magnum draws their eye, tries to bait them out into the open. It's Levin who looks to take them down. A drop shot, and he's got one. Ult active, another. So close, but seen
close, man.
FUT in the game.
Close, dude. BBL might have messed up a little bit there. That was theirs. That was legit theirs before the peaks.
He's had plenty of crazy plays throughout this match so far. But this is what I mean.
They didn't need to get info. They were stuck in the right site. Early info over towards A, cleared the pressure.
They're taking time to clear things out, and sure, walking into Levin's operator with 15 seconds left, it made me nervous, but the trades on getting in there were superb, and in their post plant, they're able to hold on. The economy not quite busted for BBL.
Deadlock ult, K ult to cancel it.
Yumpy left down to a
Knife
Guardian.
on market, hits one.
Were retained on the remaining players. It really does feel like that momentum has had a big swing.
Yumpy gets a kill, he gets his ult.
Lost sight of what was important. He could have swung in, the off would have got him. Here's a big play. Prowler flash, Yumpy sent running. A main control taken by FUT, something they were denied in the previous round because of that Viper's Pit.
When do these two over towards B get aggro?
Mr. Fallen just one away.
Oh, straight up hit. Well,
actually
actually only 1v1 hit for Yumpy.
Of this defensive side, even still, Yumpy remains close. He finds one, swings in. This could be it.
My God, he nearly got him, bro. He put him down to 29 HP.
Look at the res.
The res onto cracks as well. That keeps numbers in their favor, even with the battle scars evident on Yedijay's health bar.
Unfortunately for Yumpy, his ult came online, but never really had a chance to use it. Sociable, finding a gap would be important. If they can bring this round close, that ult could come into play, but otherwise there's still going to be 3 players that they'd have to find along the way.
Oh, really? We're going into it. Oh, it gets dodged by the TP. That was nicely done from CNED.
Waiting to see if anybody reveals themselves, but it hasn't worked out. The ult failing and the trades are just sublime from the side of FUT.
Yeah, it's a little bit desperate, not the best ults.
Continuing. It looked like this was going to be
one last go at it, and they don't have the best one. They're sitting about 3,100.
Sociable wasn't wrong to pop the ult there, especially going towards default. It's the most likely place for someone to be, but I think they were just too aware that this is the round where you're going to get desperate. You look up at the top of the screen, you see that yellow color behind Sociable's character. You know Deadlock is going to be sending that cocoon to seize someone. So a great read by FUT to then play out of position, not be caught off by that,
God,
and then
so
pounce towards those
Omen
small
ult for
players.
rotate
Leave a
or
lurker
info.
on short as well. Everything working out, and this what looked to be a near impossible comeback into the game. We said it, momentum for FUT, such a big deal, and now it could be their game. It could be OT at least.
Only the one.
Yumpy, it does damage, but Zeus survives.
Yeah. I will say as well,
had to use the satchels,
the way that FUT have been controlling the A site throughout this game. Like, especially just this early corridor of aggression. They know that Levin likes to play here, and once or twice he has been successful, but it's the Prowler flash. They've been doing this a lot, where they just pop flash, Prowler. So if there's a player there, they're blinded and have to retreat. It's just brilliant. It has caused so many problems to BBL.
They actually just tank the
Omen
flash.
BBL are now super passive. They're back on the A
Dude,
side.
Yumpy's going for a big play here. He dodged the camera over towards middle. He actually has a pretty good timing.
Out of smokes. He can't put that one way up. Yumpy's crept up so close. There's a player sat in mid on his camera. It's an easy pickup. Levin.
Oh, surely this is it. It's a big stun. They could leave sight or they could all play together.
Backing off. If they don't
they
get
just double hold so they can't get shot from sight.
There's no need to take those duels as it's a 5v3.
Yumpy can just chill.
Is of the essence, and Yumpy just
he's
pops the
playing it
reveal
well.
and runs away. He heard the steps. He doesn't want to get isolated.
15 seconds going back over towards sight. Magnum back a sight with a judge.
Still haven't cleared it out.
I mean, no matter what, Magnum's just got this unlocked, right?
Even more time. That
Here we go.
needs to be planted, and all Magnum has to do is deny.
Okay, very nice. Gave him a bit of belief at the end, for sure. That's a good game.
Yeah, it took digging real deep.